everybody, it's Ashley from Westcott, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use gels on location. So if you're new to our channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn on bell notifications to make sure you see all our new videos. Now there's two main reasons why you might want to use gels on location. The first is more of a technical reason to balance your flash to your ambient light, while the second is more for a creative reason, to add color and creative effect to your photos. Today I'm going to be showing how to use both. So let's start with that first reason, technical. This can be very useful when using two or more light sources that have different color temperatures so you can make them match. So for this photo, I wanted to go for a simple one light setup to make sure things were nice and clean and simple. Now for the light that I chose to use an FJ80 because it's super portable and lightweight. Since I knew the final location was going to be quite a hike away, I wanted to travel as lightweight and portable as possible. Along with being super portable, I knew that the 80 watt seconds was going to be more than enough power for what I needed. I knew that I was going to be shooting mostly in low ambient light and shaded areas. I then chose to use my FJ80 off camera and modified it with a rapid box beauty switch. This gives me a lot softer lighting than just using that speedlight alone. I then placed my stand in the short lighting position. That way I get nice shadows on her cheekbones, giving her a lot more dimension to her face. So once I started shooting, I actually noticed that the light on my subject was a lot warmer than the ambient light. This is because I was shooting around rocks and trees, and the ambient light was a lot cooler than my flash, which is daylight balanced at 5500. So some people might really like this look, but in my opinion, she looked too artificially lit, like she did not belong in the scene. So I wanted to make sure to balance my flash to the ambient light. So I simply fixed this by adding a CTB gel or color temperature blue. This made it so my flash was cooler and matched the ambient light. So another reason why you might want to gel your lights is because it makes it a lot easier in post-processing to do things like color grading, since you're not working with mixed lighting. Knowing how to match your flash to ambient lighting is also useful in other types of photography, not just portraits. For example, event photography. A lot of times venues will use very warm tungsten lighting, and this can be very unflattering if you're using mixed lighting sources. Knowing how to gel your flash can give you a lot more flattering photos. So after I got the shot, we decided to hike a little bit further, and we found this really interesting cave, and I knew I could do a lot of creative things using gels there. So gels can be used for more than just balancing your flash to your ambient light. They can also be used to add creative effect to your photos. A lot of times you want to add a color to your photo that's not naturally there. You can use gels to help you achieve this. So I knew I wanted a really wide light spread, so I chose to modify my FJ80 with a 53-inch deep silver umbrella. So the main reason I wanted to use a broad light source was because I knew I wasn't working with a lot of ambient light, and I knew that broad light source would help me light the cave walls and also the floor. So once I got my main light in place, I started working on my backlight. I knew immediately when I walked into that cave that I was going to want to gel those walls. So I chose to use a bright orange color. That way I kind of matched my model's sweater and gave my photo a monochromatic look. So for my backlight, I chose to use another FJ80, and I wanted to modify it with a diffusion dome. I easily gelled this diffusion dome with a CTO gel, or color temperature orange. I chose to place my backlight as close to the cave walls as possible and actually aimed it towards my model. This way it not only gave my model a little bit of a rim light, but also evenly lit the cave walls thanks to the diffusion dome. So gels are a quick and easy way to add interest to any photo, especially when working on location. It can often take a boring location and make it something lively and colorful. So what are your guys' favorite ways to use gels? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.